Hey guys, Wrestling Fans Nation here, Michael here. Johnny John there.
John.
There. He's yawning, he's tired. Anyway, the Survivor Series just went off the air, which this ain't the first time it happened. It went off the air before 11 before, but it was a good show. I wouldn't rate it as the best Survivor Series. There's a lot of Survivor Series out there that you could probably say are your top 5, but this was definitely not one of them.
No.
I tried to do a live review or live reactions review, and Facebook copyrighted my music privileges and said you can't do this. And basically, I said, you know what, fuck it, we'll go to the Royal Rumble. Maybe at the Royal Rumble I can mute my thing, or maybe we can do it on Twitch or something. But regardless, Facebook was like, yeah, you can't fucking do this, so screw you, Facebook. Anyway, Survivor Series went off the air, and, well, we'll get to, Raw in a second, but, I was pulling for SmackDown to win, so let's see who actually won. Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke. Seth Rollins being the Intercontinental Champion and Shinsuke being the United States Champion. Shinsuke, well, no, Seth Rollins won. Actually, I was pulling for Shinsuke to win because he hasn't been champion. He hasn't won anything, or hasn't won any matches per se. I haven't been keeping up with the whole for the SmackDown or Raw, so you guys have to pretty much tell me what's going on because I have the slight idea. Thank you, PS4, for screwing me over. I really appreciate it. That was really weird and awkward. Sorry about that. But what actually happened in this match was something beauty. Like, Seth Rollins just, he won with the curb stomp. And, he did that little knee thing at, he did, this knee thing, his knee finisher, before the match was over. And after Shinsuke was done with that, he hit him with the curb stomp. Now, I gotta tell you, I wasn't really much paying attention to this tonight for some reason. I didn't feel like it. Raw, to me, without a dedicated champion, is just another worthless show. That's just how I feel. I hate Brock Lesnar. He no-shows and everything else, and I don't like him. And then we had AOP versus The Bar. AOP with Raw. The Bar with SmackDown. AOP beats Raw. Then we had, I forgot to mention, we had the Raw women's team be over SmackDown. That was something that happened. I couldn't get all the names. Then we had the Raw men's team beat over SmackDown. Then we had Ronda win over Charlotte. And let me just say, she won with a disqualification. Charlotte went ham. She went insane. And I was actually making fun of some of the faces she was making. She made this one ugly face. And I swear I would have nightmares. I think I'm going to have nightmares out of that face coming in and haunting me. John, what did you think?
Yeah.
John was like, oh my.
No.
He was kind of scared.
No.
Then one of the funniest moments of the night had to be between Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. And this man, I tell you, you know what? Given all the shit with Daniel Bryan being small, he's playing possum. This boy, he looked like a turkey glazed ham on Thanksgiving. This boy, he was gassed, he was knocked out. Brock Lesnar was just throwing him all around the ring, and he got back into it. And I tell you, I was making fun of this match. I said, you know what? There's no titles changing, so I might as well make fun of this match. The facial expressions between Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan can say a lot. I mean, it was funny because the crowd was so shocked, and I'm over here making like these ridiculous this random noises coming out of my mouth. So when Brock Lesnar was going for an F5, I went wee and like when Daniel Bryan went for the LaBelle, the yes lock, it was going yang yang yang. He actually looked like the way he was pulling back on Brock actually looked like it. I cannot take wrestling serious anymore. Like after I stopped watching the live shows, I just started laughing at them anymore because I can't take it serious. But no, this night.
But Daniel, at the end of that match, Daniel
Bryan looked like a glazed ham, glazed over for Christmas. He had this blank expression, oh my God, where am I at sort of expression. But he was smiling. That's the weird thing. He was smiling through the whole thing. I thought it was hilarious. And I'm just he just looked and looked around. This is pretty. This is a pretty room. He did not look like himself. I think we're going to have some fun with Daniel Bryan being a heel. This was John's first moment of Daniel Bryan being a heel. And what did you think of the heel turn?
Oh my God, this is great.
He actually liked the heel turn. I did too. But we're going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your nephews, tell your family, tell everybody that you know. We're going to try and keep this a PG show a lot of times, or PG-13 a lot of times. So tell everybody that you know. It may get rated R, especially when we start ranting, because stupid stuff that WWE does. But most of the time, it will be a PG-13 show. Tell everybody that you know that you've watched this and you really think it's a good show. And I will see you next time. My final thoughts. Raw did a clean sweep over SmackDown. Now, I was pulling for SmackDown most of the night. I wanted SmackDown to win because Raw has won since the brand split. So I think I was back in 2015. So they won for 3 years straight. So I'm thinking either next year or the year after that, SmackDown's going to win one. They have to. This brand split don't mean nothing because it's not a war anymore. I feel like if they just disband the brand split, they might have to, considering that, Raw and SmackDown is going to Fox in January. They might have to skip the brand split, or they might have to just demolish the brand split, which kind of sucks, but the brand split never went anywhere to begin with. I was hoping, they would talk shit about the other superstar or something like that, but nobody did a thing, and that's what sucks. But my final thoughts, I would give this show about... It wasn't a memorable show. Nothing happened. I thought for sure at the end of the Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar match, we would have some sort of turn. Didn't happen. Although, Charlotte did beat the shit out of Ronda. And with that kendo stick and a steel chair. I gotta say though, that was surprising. I think that's a heel turn, but I'm not for sure. Because I don't think Charlotte really turned face. So I'm thinking that it wasn't a heel turn. I'm thinking it was just Charlotte being Charlotte.
No. There was no Charlotte. No.
Charlotte versus Ronda.
Charlotte went dead. And then started beating the crap out of them.
Confused. I am. But no, Charlotte versus Ronda was probably the highlight of the night. I really enjoyed that match. Of course, The Cruiserweights was awesome too. I didn't write their names down because I've never been watching the Cruiserweights here lately, but they put on one hell of a match too. We're gonna have to watch some Cruiserweights more, John.
Yep.
They put on a hell of a match. This show would probably give a 5, not even a 5. If it wasn't for the women's match, it wouldn't even get a 4. I would give it a 4.5 out of 10. It was not a memorable show. Kind of one of those shows where you're just like, yep, let's get to the Royal Rumble. Yep, let's get to WrestleMania. Yep, let's get to another show. Because I don't think John's even coming next month. He might, but I don't look for it. I really would wish that he would, because I can do more of these live reviews. But we got our own lives. We got our own stuff that we need to do. We'll see where we're at in a month. Of course, TLC is coming in like December 19th on pay-per-view. So, look, John. John says hi.
Hi.
TLC is coming December 19th, right before Christmas. So, he might be coming, he might not, you don't know. I wish he would, because it would give me a chance to breathe new life in this wrestling thing, because tonight was pretty fun with him here, because I was making him laugh all the time. It's Brock and Brian. That match, I tell you. The stuff I was doing in that match, I was making him laugh nonstop. But what would you grade this show, John?
5 out of 10.
I would give it a solid 4.5 out of 10. This, like I told you guys, this show's not really memorable, but it's a show nevertheless, and it was a good show. I wouldn't knock on it. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Hit the join button if you're a new person going to be liking this kinds of stuff. Hit that join button. And as always, love you guys to death. Suplex City. Peace.